Welcome, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, to the eggwp Weekly Diabotical Duel Cup here in EU number 6. And I am joined here this time by Cabocro instead of GMT once again. Last week it was just me and Arshridum dealing with the stream, but we also have Crazy Al now with the production. But first of all, how are you doing, Cabocro? Glad to be here.
I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking. Thank you for having me on the show. I hope that we have some great matches today.
Yeah, I'm waiting the pretty much the same myself, and we haven't seen the bracket yet, and I'm just currently just trying to refresh the page in case the bracket's actually there. No, it's not. But the rules are pretty much the same as every week. We have best of one games until the quarters and semifinals. Then it switches to best of three until we reach those, and then the grand finalists themselves will be best of five as always. But I'm at least hoping to see our 4 time in a row champion in our tournament Agent in this cup as well. I mean, he's been doing magnificently. The first one was won by Carwick, but then Agent decided, nah, I'm going to join as well and just win these 4 times in a row, and indeed he did. I mean, I'm eager to see like a hell of a lot of action as well already in these first games before the semifinals and quarterfinals. But we'll just wait until the bracket is released, and then we can actually talk about what matchups and what players we have in the tournament. Hopefully, everybody's doing comfy in the chat and everybody on stream as well. I've been like very just busy with just Quake Champions commentating and everything like that this week. But yeah, I'm glad to be back at Diabotical for this week as well. But like, what's your history, Cabocro? You've actually been commentating in Diabotical District, as far as I heard. Yeah. And I've actually seen one of your tournaments.
I don't really have a lot of history in the game. I'm mostly a new player that I first came into Quake Life and trying to learn the game because I was really impressed from the of the tournaments which I saw from specifically for Rafa versus Evil, and later on also other tournaments or the grand finals in the Quake series, and this what originally got me into the game. And later on also Crazy Al taught me the movement of the game on more in depth in CPMA and so on. And I also enjoy the movement a lot, played some defrag because of it, quite a lot, got into strafing, and now I got into Diabotical, so I learned GeoWap finally at a very good level at least.
Well, that's still very good to hear. You at least have some kind of experience, because I haven't even like dueled either in Quake Champions or even in Diabotical in over a year perhaps, but I've just been an amateur commentator just criticizing every player, despite the fact that I haven't played duel in over a year myself. It's very funny. But amateur commentators are still very much needed, so I'm just there wherever just like people just need me. So glad to even be again in this tournament. It's only a minute until we most likely will get our bracket here, because the check-in is still open for another minute or even less. And I believe it's already 13:00 on my time.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to refresh the page here if we already have our bracket. No, not yet. Okay, so the bot's probably not taking care of the bracket, so it's not that sophisticated. But our bot has been here in the eggwp Discord has been doing a magnificent job. So there's been a few faults here and there, especially the first tournament. We were quite surprised how well it was working until in the grand final it started just doing its sort of tricks. But there we are, yep. The Eggbot has actually announced that the bracket is live, and we can actually see the players themselves as well.
Mm-hmm.
And we do indeed have Agent. I was sort of expecting that. Who wasn't, to be honest. But yeah, Agent's at the very top of the freaking round 1 over there. Then there's Soul versus Oscar already in the round 1. And either one who wins will be going against Agent in round 2. Then there is Nico already going on round one. Round two, going against Chamo. Then there's Vigor and Damneg, or Dameg, going against each other in round two. List and Dish X, round two once again. And then Chulzi and Kaza. And then Light Boss and Katos are actually just battling each other in round one, but either one who wins that will be going against Desertor in round two. Then let's see, previous players we've already seen. There's C-Rex at least going against 102 Pavel. There is Moktak versus Lolmi, elite, I guess. I don't know. 1337 is his end number there. I'm just going to call him Lolmi. But they're battling in round one, and either one who wins that will be going against Backstein. So a hell of a lot of players we have here. Once again, probably the same amount what we had last time, but I'm still eager to see what kind of action these even newer players to me are going to put out. I think I've seen Dish X compete in our previous tourneys. I've seen Chulzi most definitely compete in our previous tourneys. Light Boss has been there. Katos has been there. But there's players like Desertor, and there's 102 Pavel, and Moktak and Lolmi, who I think I haven't seen before.
Moktak is actually the winner of the Amateur Cup from the last month for the Europeans, obviously. So it's familiar face for me, and it's nice to see a newer player to get into the big tournaments now.
It is very intriguing. We'll just have yet to see what kind of action they can actually impose, but hopefully a hell of a lot of frantic ones. Then there is, let's see, I believe Kansas hasn't been participating in our tournaments either. And we've seen OB Chamo, but we haven't seen OB List. At least that's the clan tag most likely. It's like there. It's I don't know if that's an O actually, but I'm gonna call them call the clan OB, I guess. Yeah, just have yet to see like possibly a round one match already. Maybe Light Boss versus Katos would be a good one. And they just haven't started yet, but looking at Light Bosses and Katos's bans and picks already, well, mostly bans because it's his best of one.
And the map is gonna be Skybreak.
Yeah, it will be Skybreak, yeah. Banned enough so that we actually get Skybreak as the map. And I thought we'd actually start with a round one game so that we could actually see as many games on the stream as possible. Last time, I believe we started with a round two game, but that was still a hell of a lot of action from all the games we saw. But for the next two games, it will be best of one. Then on round three, it will be switched to best of three. It will be the quarterfinals, and then semifinals will be best of three, and the very grand final will be best of five. And here we go. They finally have selected the right map.
But the players are not the right players.
Oh, Smile. This is going well already. I believe Light Boss may be the leader of the party or stuff like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Katos can now join the.
We already have Capacible saying that he can't believe Agent has already won $10,000 in Diabotical. That is magnificent, yeah. And he has won the €50 prize pool 4 times in a row now in our series, and the prize pool will indeed stay the same, and winner takes all. It will be 50 euros once again.
I believe for Light Boss and Katos, they have played before in this same tournament. I seen the match up early on.
I can't remember if it was the first or second one. I may actually remember it might have been the first one, but they have gone against each other in this series before, indeed. Probably not on the same map. There was probably a best of one still, but can't remember if it was Skybreak at all.
Capelli, should we start with watching from your perspective?
Yeah, I'm watching Light Boss right now.
Alright.
And both players are ready, and we're going to start from Light Boss, spawning right next to a rocket and blue armor. Simple wee ball, and immediately going for the red and the pincer. He's got a very good stack to start with already in the 10 seconds. A rocket and a pincer in his pocket.
Just trading the major weapons now and trading all the items. And here we have an engagement. Katos is gonna get the frag from that engagement and should be able to secure the next red. Light Boss will take the yellow, but Katos should be in a good position to get the Mega now. Here Light Boss is trying to contest with the LG, and Katos missing of their rockets, so Light Boss was able to deal some good unreturned damage with the LG. And Katos with a great rush, just finishing off Light Boss.
Already a very good entry inside a minute by Katos there. Light Boss did get a good stack at the very start, but it was quickly decimated by Katos' shaft and rockets there. Now he's already gone for Mega, spawning just in 3 seconds, and Light Boss is there to contest it a little bit. Not getting a single pincer or rocket hit on him. And Katos is on a very, very good stack right now.
Light Boss should be able to at least get a red now because the items were fairly synced up. And Katos decided to go for the yellow instead of trying to deal damage on red. And Katos manages to catch a Light Boss off guard. He deals some great damage and finishes off the Q with the frag. Well, with the pincer.
Yeah, that was very, very accurate shaft. It was very close quarters, but still, like, he's actually got like still only 37% accuracy with the shaft. But that one fight was just like every single point of shaft damage just hit.
Yeah, all the pincer shots have landed for Katos.
Oh, that's true. He's got 100%. I did not realize that. Whew. Yeah. And he is going pretty strong. He's very stacked. He's just got his 5th frag inside 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, and Light Boss currently doesn't have anything. Manages to get both of the pincer and the shaft.
Oh no. Oh, now he's at a very bad position.
Nice.
Might have actually taken the jump pad there. Yeah, indeed, a very nice pincer from behind.
And even manages to steal the red because Katos wasn't in a good position to fight for it. And very, very good damage from Light Boss in this situation. Katos wasn't able to deal any damage. So Light Boss was able to gain the control back, and now we have a shaft fight, and Butler's extremely low now, both one pincer away from dying.
Yeah, sadly Katos' pincer will barely miss, and Light Boss is just trying to check where his opponent is. It was not even firing a shot.
Yeah.
Katos will fall back for the red. It's on a very even 200 stack in total. Light Boss, yep. Katos heard that he was at the yellow there, just decided to fall back a little bit. It's a very good smoke wee ball on the Mega, even though it's not even spawning quite yet. Oh, but right around the corner. Taking the elevator jump. Katos quickly gets a frag out of Light Boss with a very neat direct rocket. And Red's barely taken by a Light Boss there on spawn.
Here we have a fight around the Mega, and
oh no, that was a meter away. picking that up.
So now Light Boss is gonna be in control for some of the time, but Katos was still able to grab a blue and a red, which immediately gets them back into the game in contested control. So, and also the items are now synced up.
There's only a 2-second difference between them. Oh, great pincers by Katos there. Now he's actually a very good stack to push this one through. Light Boss picks up a blue armor and there's very good splash damage, and the shaft on Katos. It's actually a mutual frag.
Yeah. And now Katos is gonna get the Mega Spawn, which would be somewhat better for them because Light Boss only has a red to work with. So some stack advantage to Katos now. However, Light Boss in the end was still able to grab the blue. And now we're gonna have a fight on the red for the next red.
Oh no. Yeah, that jump pad is just very much the place you don't want to be in, especially when Light Boss is just there ready with a very accurate shaft, but Katos still manages to get a red for himself and finish him pincer on Light Boss. But here comes Light Boss immediately on spawn with a rocket launcher. Tries to rocket jump for the Mega, but takes self-damage and a hell of a lot of shaft damage from Katos instead. And it will be gone to Katos as well as the frag.
And now Katos should be able to secure again the next red and even a blue. So Light Boss literally has no items to play on for the next frag at least. And yeah, that should be a frag for Katos. Katos, however, leaving the yellow now to Light Boss and preparing for the red, and items are again synced up, so Light Boss should be able to grab one of the major items and the player should generally trade them now. And here Light Boss went for the Mega and Katos take the red. So now we have again pretty equal stacks from both players.
Yeah, Katos just seems to be more comfortable with the higher frags. Light Boss seriously needs to make a push here. He's too early on the red. Deals some mediocre damage with the shaft. Yep, Katos just decides to fall back to the teleporter. Takes a very, very devastating shaft from Light Boss at 22 HP and only grabbed the blue right afterwards. Got the yellow, but on such a low HP! Almost a direct hit killing him, and shaft will quickly finish him off.
And here Light Boss was able to get the fight on red, because of which they were able to secure the red, and then they were able to secure the next Mega and the frag. So they should even be able to chase down Katos now if they are able to find him. And they're leaving the red unguarded right now, trying to fight Katos and secure a kill. And this pays off because Katos was afraid to go for the red and eventually was trapped by Light Boss. However, Light Boss now left the Mega free for grabs for Katos, so Katos now has some stack to work with, even if Light Boss is still in the lead stack-wise. And Katos still going for those pincer shots.
Oh, yeah, both know red's coming up, so Katos is even still staying in there for a couple pincer shots, missing all of them on the red. And Light Boss gets a very neat mid-air frag, and it's his fourth frag! Right out of spawn though, Katos starts to make a very aggressive push on Light Boss's stack mitigation, basically. It's having little to no success. It's 5-9 round right now.
Now Light Boss with a very strong stack, they could be pushing for the frag once again. Here we have the rocket jump, but it doesn't quite reach. So the items now in a very good position. And Katos with some great rocket shots and 2 pincers to finish off the frag. Katos should be able to grab the Mega now and the yellow, and both players would again just trade items and be on equal stacks.
Yeah, Light Boss only has 45 seconds to catch a frag and buy him some more time before a golden frag. Oh, there we go, slow field Weebo, both go into it. Light Boss gets worse out of it, but the direct
and
shaft shots are something else.
Kato still can afford to even go for those very risky plays because of that frag advantage. They could just whittle down Light Boss's stack, but... And here we have Kato's just continuing the pressure non-stop.
Yep. He bought the timer back for 9 minutes and 30.
And now there is no more items until the red, so Light Boss without any stack. However, Katos is not taking advantage from that and just leaves the red for Light Boss.
Oh no.
And Katos missing their shots, even doing some self-damage in the process, and Light Boss is able to take that frag cleanly, and even the Mega after that. And now no items for Katos, and Light Boss should be looking for the frag now. And here Katos is trying to deal some damage, but that could have been an extremely dangerous play from them.
And that rocket jump just failed there. Slightly frustrating Light Boss. But this is no place for any frustration right now because Katos is on a golden frag. Light Boss has to keep on the pressure on him instead of Katos keeping the pressure on Light Boss. No. Well, he will get the Mega. Slightly cornered there, but Light Boss does not get much damage out of him.
And Katos manages to steal away both items.
Red. Yeah.
Very unfortunate for Light Boss. Now both players at an equal stack, and here we have the first engagement. Light Boss with the rockets early on doesn't need to switch to the rockets, while Katos opting for a shaft on a very long range. And Katos rushing Light Boss immediately after spawn. However, Light Boss just finishing Katos off with a nice direct rocket.
Yeah, Light Boss was almost cornered there if Katos actually just stood on the same level as him, but he actually dropped down, and it was just some frag bait for rockets there, and that is just a 2 frag difference only between Light Boss and Katos. Katos is still on golden frag. Light Boss still has to watch out, and red is only spawning in 3 seconds here.
Yeah. Light Boss should be able to freely secure the red, and
very much so.
Now they're gonna be fighting for the Mega, and Light Boss with a stack advantage. But this first damage from Katos is gonna whittle that stack advantage to 0. And both players actually disengaging from the Mega. So Kato should be able to return for the Mega now and grab it, while Light Boss will secure the red for themselves. And Kato's trying to look for some trap, leaving the yellow behind.
Oh boy. Oh, this is not an okay place for Light Boss. Oh, baby.
Kato's going for the chase.
That's not a good place for Light Boss there to be in the corner and out of the TP. Yep, Katos is surely enough gonna get his last frag. That will be it for Light Boss. Katos continues on in round 2. Very intense match, to be honest. Light Boss still put a hell of a challenge against Katos there. Just barely managed to come back a few frags. But Kato still came out strong in the end and just managed to completely sort of fence and maneuver a Light Boss completely.
It was a strong game from both players.
Yeah, very much so.
Very aggressive one.
Next up in the bracket, we should have, let's see, Desertor versus Katos. I believe we'll just follow the winner here. So we're on round 2 now, and we will be seeing what they have to go for. So let's see. The first band their maps, and we'll join their lobby in a moment. So we'll be taking a very short break, and we'll be right back with you with Katos versus Desertor on round 2. See you in a moment. Welcome back, everybody. We're continuing with the round 2 games here, or at least one round 2 game between Desertor and Katos. Last time we watched a round 1 game between Katos and Lab Boss. That was won by Katos, 12-9, just barely. Before Lab Boss could actually just like push a tie in frags, Katos finally managed to get his golden frag, and he's now up against Desertor in Bioplant. Katos I have seen in the first tournament already, but Desertor is a somewhat of a stranger to me. I don't know about you, Crow, but
I haven't seen them before, but from what I checked on their profile, they're very highly ranked in the official Dio leaderboards.
That's going to be very interesting to see then. As long as both players are ready to go, we are ready to start the match ourselves as well.
So. Bioplant is gonna be a very aggressive game, and knowing Kato's playstyle, it's probably gonna have a lot of frags. So we are starting off with Kato's point of view.
Yeah.
Immediately picks the red and is even able to pick the Mega. Kato's really slowing down from their spawn. They got the rocket launcher, but they didn't rush the Mega, and this gave Dazdor both the red and the Mega without any damage from Katos, and some great damage from Katos now.
Oh, there we go. Oh, but it's a mutual frag.
And Dazdor gets the better spawn, grabs the red, and should be able to even secure a position for the Mega now. Katos in a really bad position, and here a frag for Dazdor. And now Dazdor in a very strong stack league, and that rocket from Katos is really gonna help them out.
Yeah, regarding that first battle, I'm quite surprised that Katos actually managed to go out of the corner there and get a mutual frag at least, but I'll be damned. Now he's tied his opponent and with his second frag.
This for the second time that we see Katos just turning it all around despite having a massive stack disadvantage. Dazdor just going for those huge chases, but at the same time, despite all those frags, Dazdor is still getting the items, and because of they have the stack to spare. And here, very unfortunate for Katos showing up at that location. And now Dazdor would again get the items, but now the items are more synced up, so if Katos is able to survive, secure some weapons, they could be able to snatch one of the major items now. But what a nade from Dazdor. Katos now barely being alive, but still some great damage from Katos before going down.
Yeah, Dazdor was very, very aggressive on that. Well, he did hear his opponent going very low on health. Still wasn't too much of a stack himself. And Katos indeed did some damage before he went down. And he has indeed gone down again, but he's now gone to the red right on spawn immediately. Relying only with a shaft though. It's not going to help much against Desertor with that accuracy, and instead Desertor flinging Katos up in the air with his own shaft.
And as you can see, Dazdor takes a lot of nice angles and a lot of additional damage instead of rushing for many of the items. And they could still defend the items after that with that shaft that we just saw. here Katos now has the advantage for having the red, but Katos still cannot secure some additional advantage using it. Dazzler just has the better position, and here they'll trade some pincer shots, but
Oh boy.
Dazzler trying to go for some aggression, but it ends up backfiring for them. And here Katos is able to secure the frag, and now is in a very healthy stack lead. They should be in time for the next red as well. And even gets a nice 85 damage shot.
Yeah, it was hitting 4 pincers in a row. But Dazzler still manages to get him almost out of spawn with that pincer and get the raid for himself.
Great damage from Katos once again, though Dazzler is gonna heal it all back up with that Mega. And going for both of the blues, and should be in time to secure some position on the red as well now. Katos can't really stay in there because they were on 100 stack and one direct rocket will gonna take them down.
And it was just probably a millisecond away of just getting the red there, but it was way too early on and it was cornered by Dazator, and yeah, he was fragged there, and now he's fragged once again, trying to even mitigate Dazator's stack, which actually succeeds pretty well. He's not too high on stack. He's now relying on a blue armor and a couple health pickups. Katos in the meantime, he's not on the red to be seen anywhere to challenge Dazator here.
Dazator left the Mega for like 20 seconds, but Katos didn't want to grab it.
I still did not notice it. I'm quite surprised myself, yeah.
Because of that, Dazzler was able to grab both major items, and still, even after grabbing both major items, Dazzler was still at 100 stack after that, so Katos still has some great damage, and Dazzler need to just grab many more items to just be able to secure those frags and keep their lead. And here now, Katos again, just outfiring Dazzler. Dazzler should be able to grab the red, and Katos sadly unaware of the timing on the Mega, and because of that, Dazzler is able to grab that as well. And here Katos was trying to set up some trap, but again, with this massive stack disadvantage, it would be really hard to just push for a frag now. And Dazzler could now just stream low and completely destroy Katos, and Katos is smart to just go away in this scenario. Just try to look for some items, weapons at least. And
oh no! What a grenade! Yeah.
Yeah, very strong grenade from Dazzler. And Dazzler now in a huge stack advantage, and they can just rush down Katos. And now with barely any items on the map, Katos trapped on the red. They'll be able to get the red, but with the slow field, they shouldn't be able to get away, and Dazzler manages to finish off the game cleanly.
It's a very, very fast best of one we just witnessed there.
Yeah.
I'll be damned. Katos did actually manage to get some kind of control for about 30 seconds, I should say, but Dazator just still came out strong out of spawn with just the basic of stack. And that will be triumphant for him, and he will be continuing on to the quarterfinals against Kenza. And I believe we're getting their game quite fast enough so that we don't have to go to a break here. But still very, very good game by Dazator. Katos just I don't know, he didn't manage to deal damage too much on Dazator, but he had just the control over both items. That was just devastation, I should say. So Katos, well, I immediately saw from Discord, he went from playing Diabotical to listening to Spotify. It seems. It's very funny. But yeah, Dazator will be continuing on to play against Kenza, and as far as I can tell, I haven't even seen them in the tournament. At least if I have, I don't know if they played on a round 1 game, which we didn't see. But yeah, I don't know anything about Kansas.
I know that they have played in all tournaments, specifically French tournaments, and well, because they're French, and a very strong player, at least according to official leaderboards. But I think this translates very well to actual skill. So it would be interesting to see Kansas and Dazzler fight it out, because I think they're more similarly skilled, at least compared to the previous match. So I'm expecting a more equal game.
Yeah, but Dazzler just he put out exclamation win instead of just writing GGWP for the bot, or if he just knows that the game hasn't been registered yet. But we also do have Backstein versus Pavel in the other quarterfinals. We actually may commentate that since their game is ready first.
And here, Dazzler and Kansas game is also ready.
Oh, there we go. I guess we can just switch to another perspective instead of just following the winner all the time. But yeah, here we go. Backstein versus Pavel. And it will be our first best of 3 we will be seeing on stream. And it will be Pavel starting with an Amberfall ban.
Yeah, Amberfall, not very liked map by many.
You can definitely tell that the map can get pretty one-sided once one controls the Mega only, and that's pretty much going to be it. At least one Mega and one blue armor, and that's pretty much your game right there. There's only 3 blue armors. There's no other armor types on the map, and it's very hard to control your entire armor stack with just like 3 places. You're going to get expected on all of them very easily. Okay, we got a match game, but we still have yet to see the bans and picks, and so it seems that let's see, Skybreak was.
So, Backstein first ban was Kasbach, then Pavel first ban was Amberfall, and now.
Oh yeah, yes it was. I didn't see that.
And now we have a pick from. Pavel should actually be the first pick in this.
Yeah, they sort of screwed up the picks.
Oh no,
Pavel
picked Skybreak. They just didn't write it correctly, so the bot didn't register it, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
So Skybreak is actually first map pick from Pavel, and Rise the map pick from Backstein. And the last map is gonna be Monolith, the tiebreaker.
Yeah, I think a very good 3 maps. I mean, Skybreak has all 3 types of armor. Raya has the red and then just 2 blues, I think. The Monolith, if we get to see that, that's going to be also a very interesting tiebreaker map.
So all the maps are have a more defensive compared to what we saw in Bioplant. Bioplant is a very, very aggressive map. It's really hard to play out of control on it. While all those maps, Skybreak's still more a bit more offensive map, but again can facilitate some more defensive play.
And here we go. The first map will be Skybreak.
And Skybreak is Pavel's pick, so
yeah,
we'll see how they do on their own map.
I think we'll be starting from his perspective as well. As long as both players are pretty much ready, we are ready to start the game. I'm hoping to see the same sort of frantic action Backstein just has put over these, basically all of these tournaments. I think he's been in all of them, and he's been putting one hell of a show, even if he's lost his games. But he's also won quite many games in our series as well. He's been putting one hell of a show.
Right, we're starting out.
Starting from Pavel.
Pavel
Yes.
grab the red and a pincer. On the same time, Baxin should be able to grab their both items as well. There is no delay on the items, so the next fight would likely be on the red. And here Baxin setting up a trap for the LG. Very strong play from them.
Very decimating move already inside the first 15 seconds, perhaps. But Pavel on spawn already. He's putting out some devastating splash rockets, and he's going to get the red for himself. Actually relying on the blue.
Despite not having a weapon advantage, they were still on equal stacks, and they were able actually, despite the first frag from Baxin, they were still able to secure both major items. So Baxin with a frag lead, but Pavel now with a huge stack advantage. But Pavel not in time for the red now. They opted to go for the yellow instead, and they were very late for the red, and because of that Baxin was able to secure some good stack on their own as well. And here's some great damage from Baxin. Pavel wasn't able to return any of those pincer shots, and Baxin should be able to secure the Mega now. Pavel trading it for the red. Here Baxin going for some rush, doing some great damage, good finish of the frag now with a good placed pincer shot, goes for the rocket jump and finishes the frag with a shaft. Now there are no more items on the map, but Baxin would still has the weapon advantage, so should be able to secure that red now. Yeah, Pavel goes for the LG instead. And Pavel now just trying to be silent around the map, not showing themselves, and Baxin will be just securing their major items and just looking to get Pavel off guard. And here he set up a trap on the blue. Bothers trading some damage, and Baxin is able to secure the frag. And now
we just saw a moment ago how Pavel was so stacked with Mega and the yellow, even though Baxin did pick up the red a number of times, but still Baxin, inside probably 30 seconds, he just like got that stack advantage back, and now he's just dominating with 3 frags. Pavel most likely relying on a Mega here. Yep, he's trapping Baxin on the Mega, but Baxin will be still picking that up. Pavel still dealing a little bit of amount of damage. Grenades and rockets coming on the red Baxin's way. Takes slight damage from that as well, but he's still quite dominant with the stack right now. 3-0 still, no frags haven't been done.
Practically 50% more stack for Baxin, and this is gonna help them even more. And 90 damage rails now. The next rail could just finish off Pavel immediately. Maybe not with the yellow armor now, but and with that healing, but and Pavel in a very dangerous position. They steal the Mega, but now they're basically trapped in there with no escape route. And here it comes.
Yeah, all Pavel got out of that Mega pickup was just the same amount of health as Baxin, but nowhere near the same amount of stack overall as Baxin, because he had way more armor, and now he's once again on the red. 100 health, but still 200 armor. He's just ready to go for another push here against Pavel.
Baxin also.
Oh, but he's completely cornered at that one corner there. Pavel really surviving with, I believe that was 30 HP. So, but he's rocketing himself.
Almost killing themselves in that spot, and Baxin should be able to secure the red now. And Baxin again would be in a very dominant control. Pavel misses the jump here, but will eventually get to the yellow. Bit slow down, and they should be now trying to avoid Baxin. Pavel manages to sneak away, at least for now. Even manages to secure a blue for themselves. So the Mega is spawning now. Baxin is there to protect it with the LG. But Pavel still jumps for the Mega, and because of that Baxin is able to deal some good damage, but at the same time Pavel is able to deal damage back and mostly equalizes the exchange. Baxin will be able to secure a red after that, and now Pavel is actually better stack-wise, but some great shots from Baxin, but Baxin is unable to finish off the frag. Goes for the rail despite the low HP on Pavel. Should be able to still secure it after that with Plasma Rush. And now Pavel is stuck in the other side of the map, but actually has a little bit more stack because of the yellow. Should be able to kill off Baxin. Baxin will be able to grab the red after spawn after that, and should try to get away, even get a... And Baxin actually aggresses Pavel, misses most of their shots. And yeah, very aggressive play from Baxin. They're trading a frag for some stack advantage, and here eventually Baxin was able to secure that frag and get the red. Their mega was up for grabs for Pavel now, so players now. Pavel with a slight disadvantage in stack, and now with that slow wheel, Baxin should probably be able to finish off the frag here, and yes, he does.
Yeah, that slow field Weebo was just his demise right there. For a moment, we just saw, and I believe it's just turned the same way again, but like for a moment, we saw Backstein dealing all the frags, even though it should have been Pavel who was supposed to like deal a hell of a lot of damage to Backstein, but he just didn't have the stack advantage.
And now, mirroring what happened before that, Pavel again grabbing the mega, but Pavel, Baxi now in a very low stack, so they should abandon the red as they did. So Pavel now with a huge stack advantage, almost 200, 200. Here's the jump out and manages to kill off Baxi. Pavel could...
Oh, he actually just rocketed himself there. I didn't even realize.
And here, Pavel should be able to rush down Baxin once again, but Baxin manages to deal some great damage early on, so now both players will be trading the major items. And
they're pretty much on even stack right now. Backstein at a 200 health. Pavel got more damage out of that. Still will be restacking himself with that blue armor. Backstein picking up a yellow. Going after him.
Great defensive rockets from Pavel, keeping Backstein away. And now we're gonna have a fight on the red. Actually, Backstein decided it's not to engage from that position. It is harder to fight from there.
Yeah, I think that's only very wise for him. He's at a 2-frag lead, and he's stack disadvantage. It should be Pavel who should be now pushing with this massive stack to even the frag counts right here. Hits one pincer. Rocket jumps up. Oh no, he actually decides to stay for the red. He needs to make a push here. Backstein is not too high on health, and Mega isn't spawning. It's only relying on the yellow. Couple smaller health pickups. Second reel in a row hit by Pavel. This is the third one.
Now Pavel is trying to look for some more damage to deal before the next major item spawns. Now they're in a position for the mega, but they leave the mega wide open for Baxin to take. Still manage to deal 100 damage, completely negating the effect of the mega. Would be able to secure the red after that, so Baxin still in a bad position, but at the end Baxin was able to secure yellow at least. And here's some great damage from Pavel. Now Baxin barely manages to get out alive. Pavel now should be able to secure the next red armor and could even just go for the mega right away. And Baxin will be able to grab the mega. Pavel went for a more safe and secure play, just staying on the red, securing it, and because of that they had to sacrifice the mega.
Both take a lot of damage. Pavel on a lower health, but still on higher armor, especially after this blue armor pickup. I don't know how much it will actually help after that. He's picking up some smaller health. Backstein, no armor at all, is probably falling back for the yellow there. Yes, he is.
And that ended better for Pavel because Pavel was able to heal up that health after that with health packs, while Baxin just lost their health advantage. And now Pavel with the 200-200 stack, basically double that of Baxin, should be able to even chase now, maybe secure a frag, but Baxin manages to get away.
Yeah, now he pretty much should do that if he still wants to secure some more time for him before golden frag for Backstein.
And the frag lead is still pretty close for both players, so it could go either way. And Backstein getting some very nice pincer shots in the last minute with almost on return damage, just a little bit of shaft damage. And Pavel looking for some kind of a trap here, not going for the Mega. And here they are trying to prevent Baxin from taking the red, and Baxin with some great rockets almost finishes off Pavel, and here it happens. Baxin will take the red, but Pavel should be able to grab the Mega and the yellow.
Yeah, those direct hits downwards were just...
So the stack advantage is now equal, but Baxin still has the weapon advantage. Not that it matters in a rocket fight, but...
Yep. Will still be golden frag for Backstein. He's way too early on Mega. Should be going for red next.
The health advantage from Pavel completely burned out, and Baxin just heals it up, the damage that they took on their health, and would be able to secure the red. Great damage from Pavel, but at the same time Baxin was able to just land those this whole LG completely with no cover or dodging from Pavel in that straight line. And now Pavel almost gets Baxin with some of the rocket spam.
Just very close dying there. Backstein, if he had even hit one pincer, it would have been over for him, but he's barely missing them.
Very fortunate for Pavel there.
Yeah, very much.
Manages to get some armor after that and equalize the stacks once again.
Oh,
okay. Baxin with those shots, and now Pavel is just on a very low HP. Are they gonna be able to get out now? Baxin going for the jump pad, now chasing down, and that should be the end.
Whew. Yep.
Very strong game from both players, and that was Pavel's pick, and now we're gonna see Baxin pick on Raya. Baxin needs just one more game to win to finish off that match. So we will see how Pavel will do in the next game.
Yeah, Pavel just needed to sort of... He had even, 400 stack at one point. Just picked up both major pickups. He was just unable to do any pushes against Backstein to get the frag scores just died. And that's exactly what was Pavel's problem there, I believe. But he still put up some great damage against Backstein and was barely just... barely lost again. I believe 9-5 was that game. Now, it's Backstein's pick on Rhea. Starts out well enough, but no, he's actually taking quite a lot of blaster damage from Pavel there. He finally picks up the red with a little health remaining even after that pickup. There we go. Finally, he relies on the minor health pickups there. Tries to nade Pavel there on the TP exit. Barely all missing, but the pincer will actually hit. That's the second pincer in a row. Third one.
Yeah, despite all the damage that Baxin took early on, it was all health damage because they still haven't grabbed the red and they were able to heal most of it off. And then those pincer shots were just devastating for Pavel.
But even on health, thankfully he did not take much damage out of it. And now he has Mega and a reasonable amount of armor to deal with Pavel here. Pavel in the meantime has picked up the red for himself.
And the next fight should be on red. And nice smoke from Pavel. Baxin would jump through and even manages to snatch the red right in front of Pavel's nose. Denies one of the blues as well. Pavel trying to get some position for the Mega, but it cost them a lot. One spam rocket and a great pincer shot from Baxin, just devastating Pavel's stack. And now Baxin is ready to just chase down and finish off Pavel at any point that they wish. And here they won't go immediately for the red, they're instead looking for a pincer shot before that. However, Pavel was able to get a pincer shot of their own. And Baxin loses their streak of pincer shots on 85 damage was the last one. And great trap from Pavel. Baxin completely unaware that Pavel was in that location, and Pavel with those direct shots just finishes off Baxin very cleanly in there. Baxin should be able to secure a red for themselves, but still Pavel with much stronger stack at the moment and also the weapon advantage.
A very, very good sneak attack from behind by Pavel there on Backstein. That was just very much unexpected. Backstein a barely lower stack advantage here. A little lower stack in general, I should say. Red is up. Mega will be up soon, but Backstein will instead try to go for Mega first. He will succeed in picking it up. Pavel will fall back for the red.
both players will trade the majors. Pavel Trap didn't quite pay off, but it was still some damage at Baxin's health and armor stack.
Just currently looking for some angles for pincers here. 5 seconds until the next red's coming up. Backstein again picked up the Mega. Oh, hooked with row of pincers here. Backstein's stack will be quickly mitigated. Pavel, oh boy, what a rocket by Backstein though, right before
Misses
he picked
the
up the
Weeble
Mega.
jump.
Oh no, yep. Very much so. Pavel now very, very risky pincer there. He finally hit one on Backstein. Backstein misses his own pincer. 5 seconds until the next red.
Very aggressive play from Pavel there. Doesn't quite pay off. Backstein was able to get way more damage, and eventually Backstein now was able to get the frag on with the red grab. And now there are no more items on the map, so if Backstein is able to just get to Pavel, that could be another frag once again. Backstein will get even more stack now. With the Mega, it secures one of the blues. And Pavel went for the rail now, and now with no stack, Backstein can just finish this off. Should be able to grab the red now, and maybe even deny the blue first. So, and now Backstein trying to secure some kind of a trap. Scares Pavel away. Now Pavel around the red area. Trying to secure themselves a pincer, and with that smoke they probably could be able to. Finally manages to get a blue.
Backstein though, yep, with such a high stack, and those pincer hits could not be any better. Finally misses one. Pavel finally picking up the red there to secure some more stack for himself against Backstein's very devastating pincer, but he's completely cornered. Was about to pick up the blue, it's a little bit too early on it. And I don't know what's going on in the chat, but like Backstein seems to be very happy about that, judging from that smiley.
Great direct from Pavel there to secure some breeding room, but Backstein was still able to get some great items and pincer shots, and now Pavel barely alive. Backstein, Pavel was able to get that 50 blue, but that blue armor that they took completely decimated from that rail shot. And now Backstein can just rush down, and here is the rail shot, secures yet another frag.
How does Backstein do these? Mid-air too. I understand the mid-air you basically don't have to control yourself at all, but those are just looking stylish as all hell could ever get, and he gets another frag inside possibly 10 seconds before his right after his first frag there.
And Pavel went for the rail, trades rails with Backstein. Somewhat advantageous for Pavel because they're now gonna be able to heal all that rail damage with the health pickups. But another great rail from Backstein again destroys the blue armor that Pavel just picked up. And now Backstein with almost 200, but great rockets from defensive rockets from Pavel, destroying 200 of the stack from Backstein without almost any damage done to Pavel in the meantime. And Pavel not quite in the position, even after that great damage, to fight for the Mega, and Backstein manages to read Pavel correct and secures a frag once again.
I'm not sure Pavel completely just gave up that fight there. He was just going around with 10 HP and with a melee in his hand. Just like, screw this. But the red was up there. He could have actually at least taken that, so the Backstein would have actually not gotten any stack advantage. But I guess Pavel was very uncomfortable even not picking it up if Backstein was quick enough.
Pavel would be able to get a red, and Backstein misses their rail shots. So Pavel was able to just secure a major item without taking any damage. And Pavel with extremely aggressive play now, rushing for the blue, and that ended up costing them a lot more stack than what they gained. Manages to secure the pincer without even getting a pincer shot from Backstein back. Now the next item is gonna be the Mega. Backstein with very slight advantage in stack, and this could be Pavel's fight now. And great pincer shot from Backstein, and they're trading pincer shot, which secures the kill for Pavel and also the Mega for Pavel. Pavel rushes to red a bit prematurely, and Backstein is able to just again take a frag, will be able to heal all the health damage that they took and would even get some very nice armor stack. Now, both major items are synced up, so if Pavel is able to play more passively now, they could be able to grab one of them. But that is if Baxin isn't able to find him before that. And Pavel already ready on the red and should be able to grab the red, and Baxin will grab the mega. So now Pavel has more stack to work with. Baxin still with a sizable advantage, but Pavel will be able to have more breathing room to deal some damage on the major items. And now we have a fight. Baxin manages to find Pavel and deal some great damage to Pavel, but Pavel actually goes back in against Baxin, and Baxin, using their stack advantage, was just able to again take the frag off Pavel, grab the red, and now should be able to even grab the mega. And with this huge advantage, Baxin could just rush down Pavel if they find him, because there are no more items. Baxin even manages to secure the blue, and here he finds Pavel, and Pavel should be dead now. And GG. Baxin securing the next game and finishing with 2-2. 2-0. Excuse me for that.
Yeah, very, very good series by Backstein there. It's like Pavel, even in that last map, he controlled both the major items well enough. He just wasn't able to make one of a push with it. I mean, we're very, very many times where both the major pickups were just synced up completely. There we go. That was a 2-0 win for Backstein, and he is continuing on in the second semifinal, either against Kanza or Desertor, because they are battling against each other in the third quarterfinal still. Yeah. I was about to say Agent and Vigor are already in this the first semifinal, and we can jump right into that game. I don't know if they have already started.
No, they're still preparing.
But they have actually picked the maps, so that is very good.
The maps are Kasbach, Raya, and the tiebreaker will be Amberfall. Kasbach is picked by Agent, and Raya is by Vigor.
Seems to be very, very good.
Mm-hmm.
We're sort of expecting Agent once again to be here in the semifinal. I mean, who wasn't? He's already won 4 times in a row in our series.
Should we go
ever
with
since Series 2?
Should we go with my perspective for this match?
Sure.
All right. So, yeah, the first map should be Raya. Oh no, the first map should be. Yeah, the first map should be Raya. The Eggbot is just incorrect about the maps, I guess. They didn't. Yeah, they screwed up the picking.
So until both players are ready, and indeed they are, we are ready to start the game.
So we're gonna start with Vigor. Since there is their map, they're gonna grab the red and would go to deal some damage now. Agent going immediately for the pincer and would be able to secure the mega after that. And yeah, both players just trading a little bit of damage. Agent trading a little bit more damage, 20 above Vigor. And now Agent going in, trying to secure a frag with a nice low bow, and what a direct by Vigor. Now both players extremely low. Agent trying to get that pick shot, but Vigor was able to secure the red and now should be able to heal at least a little bit of their stack. But what another great shot by Agent, and Agent super low on health right now. Almost anything would kill them. Vigor should be able to secure the mega and even would drop down for the. And Vigor dropped down to the health bow, and this costing them the mega because Agent was still there waiting for it, waiting to hear the pickup sound. Very unfortunate for Vigor, being too greedy in this situation. And now Agent with a.
I can totally tell why Vigor just fell down for the minor pickup. He just wanted most help out of that, but it would have cost him time, and indeed it did cost him time to pick up the mega later on, and that was Agent's opportunity there.
Vigor with a little bit of stack advantage, but sadly they weren't in a good position to contest that red, but should be able to actually grab the Mega, and Agent staying close in here so that they can hear the pickup. And gets a nice rail shot as an exit damage. So Agent now with the stack advantage, not huge, but it is something. Vigor would be able to secure one blue, and Agent will be able to secure the Mega at the same time. And now Vigor is looking, playing from underground, trying to either set up a trap or just secure another item. And Agent staying close to the blue, trying to deal some damage there. And they do deal some damage with that rail shot. Would be able to secure a Mega after that. Some damage from Vigor, but at the same time Vigor in a very bad spot, and Agent was able to just chase them down and could be able to secure the frag now, and they do. And
Very
Vigor
accurate
chases
danger,
for the red, and Vigor should die now for that. Still manages to get some very good damage in the meanwhile. Agent now completely with no armor, should be able to heal back to full health. And would be in a good position for the next Mega now. Get some very nice shots on Vigor. Would grab the Mega and would be able to chase for the red and secure it.
Agent, how do you do that? Seriously, he's also secured red for himself. Vigor is just having little to no stack remaining. He's desperate for anything right now. Mega's not even spawning yet. Vigor's just too early on it, trying to at least get some pincer hits on Agent. And he's just on a massive stack advantage right now.
And Vigor now, let's switch to them because they're trying to escape Agent in the underground. Vigor over the top, just listening. Here's the door opening from Agent. But Agent uses that to actually go for the Mega. And now Agent securing both the red and both the last red and Mega. Vigor just looking for some small items. Those shards are gonna hold them up. And very afraid to grab that blue, and rightfully so, because Agent was able to secure two pincer shots for that. Vigor manages to hit one pincer shot on their own as well. And Agent finds Vigor once again. Vigor tries to fight for that Mega, but Agent with a very strong stack, and that rocket is really gonna help Vigor, but using the very nice use from the Weebo from Agent, excuse me. And Agent will be able to grab the red because they would have the better position there, and very nice shot from Agent. Agent securing a blue and Vigor securing a blue, but Vigor going to the wrong position, and Agent was able to secure the frag after that.
Yeah, Vigor is in complete desperation right now. It's just finding some more stack than just 100 and 150 with the blues. If he can even manage that much stack because of Agent's damage, and right on spawn.
And
Vigor did not go for the Mega, rightfully so, I believe, because he would have actually gotten devastated by Agent's damage.
It was very unfortunate for Vigor because both items were spawning together, but they didn't have the major timing, I believe. Yeah. And because of that, they weren't able to actually secure it when Agent went for the red. Red is now spawning, but Agent going for some damage on the blue, and Vigor using, I believe, a rocket jump to get away from that situation. Manages to steal the red, but it ends up with a frag for Agent still. And Agent would be able to secure that Mega, dodges the rockets, the long-range rockets for Vigor, and should be able to now chase down Vigor. Would wait a little bit before going through the portal, and a nice rocket into a pincer finisher. The red is now spawning, and Vigor steals the red, but great pincer from Agent. Manages to secure yet another frag. Vigor now just desperately trying to get anything, and Agent just constantly finds Vigor and gets more and more frags. But Vigor manages to get some great damage in the last engagement, and could even be able to secure the frag, but barely misses Agent with that rocket, and in the end finishes themselves off. And now Vigor, and now both players just trade. Vigor would now grab the red, and Agent would grab the Mega. Vigor secures a pincer as well, but Agent already did secure pincer and manages to get 3 great shots in a row. Vigor now barely alive. Agent can just finish them on very easily now. Should also be able to... But those rockets from Vigor... Now Agent is also extremely low on health. They managed to get the red and get a 50 health bubble as well. Getting back some of their stack, and now Vigor trying to deal some damage on the Mega, but this ends up with a frag for Agent once again. Just overcommitting from Vigor on that low stack. Extremely dangerous.
Yeah, Agent just knows his opponent so well. I mean, sometimes it actually may take him a while, like to learn the opponent's strategy every time. But Vigor here hasn't even gotten a single frag. Tried his own strategy, whatever it was, and Agent quickly learned to defeat it and control both pickups, major pickups.
Vigor did get a frag, but they also fragged themselves.
They also fragged
it was a mutual frag. So Vigor actually manages to get the Mega in that fight, but Agent with those pincer shots is just completely decimating Vigor's stack, and even takes out Vigor before they're able to even steal the red away from Agent. And now Agent just looking for Vigor, just chasing them down for the golden frag, just to finish them off and finish the game off. And Agent has to disengage now, because Vigor is now in the better position, even if they're so close to dying. Doing the safe thing and just going for the elbow, and now...
What is Agent doing?
Now they
desperate for that jump over there.
Vigor could be able to grab the Mega now, but Agent would be able to get some good damage, and eventually Vigor just backs away, and Agent grabs the Mega with that rocket jump, grabs the red as well. Vigor just running away, and Agent could be able to just rush down, and a great defensive rocket from Vigor stopping Agent there.
It's glad to see that he can actually deal some defensive damage here, but he needs to get 10 frags here, and with that last frag done, I believe that's not going to happen anymore. Yeah. That was a very good quick finish right in the middle of my sentence as well by Agent.
Yeah. Now we're gonna go to Agent's map pick, Kasbach.
Yeah, Kasbach also has 2 blues and a red as the armor pickups. But this one being a very, very vertical map, I mean, this has like many floors all on top of each other compared to, for example, Ray. This one just can be a very dominant map for whoever's just on the high ground most of the time. But I'm starting from Agent here, who has already picked up himself quite a mediocre stack. Vigor not realizing where Agent is. Agent just tried to go for a very good sneak attack here, but it turned out to be very, very poor indeed. 38 HP remaining after that fight. Vigor still don't hit some pincers, he's barely missing.
And Agent was able to get some good damage back as well, and would be able to secure the red, and Vigor should be able to secure the... Oh! Yeah, they were able to secure the Mega, but not without taking any damage.
Oh.
And Vigor could be able to secure frag now. Hits the shot, but Agent survives on 14 stack. Fortunate for Vigor.
Vigor is just picking up himself the red there. Agent, I believe those last couple fights are not the end of the world for him, as no frags has still been done, and Agent in this third major battle here just like scored 3 or the 2 pincers for himself, and now finally went back for the Mega.
And because of that, Vigor wasn't in a position to try to deal some damage on the Mega, and Agent now should be able to get both the Mega and the red, just getting in a complete stack advantage. Vigor just looking for those nice shots, using the slow wheel to slow Agent down, but they got stuck on the wall there and didn't manage to get away, and Agent was able to secure a frag. Very unfortunate for Vigor. Great rail shot from Agent, just patiently waiting out Vigor to show up in that location. Should
Reads
be able
his
to grab
opponent's
the
spawns and movement so well. That was a very good pincer, and he's
Vigor
got the Mega.
Yeah, players traded the major items. Now Agent very low on stack, but that direct rocket completely decimates Vigor. we're gonna have a red fight now. Vigor in a better position to grab the red, but Agent could deal some great damage from there. And here comes two great pincer shots.
He's completely stuck there though. With that armor, he does pick up some minor health for himself, but Mega's coming up. It's barely Agents to pick it up, and Vigor is such a low stack. Yep, might as well be dead to that.
And yeah,
Very
that
deadly
fight
pincer by Agent.
Decided by a scramble. And Vigor extremely aggressive for that red there, and because of that, Agent should be able to grab the frag right now. And also a great shot from the spawn.
Right on spawn.
A very sneaky angle. And Agent, yeah, should be able to grab yet another frag. Now Mega is spawning very soon, and Agent wasn't actually there to contest it, so it's Vigor's to take. And players trading pincer shots now. Agent will fall back to the red now. So Vigor now has some stack to work with, but that pincer shot is just destroying the blue armor that they just picked up. And Vigor manages to get away in that situation. Major items synced up, so if Vigor just played passively, they could be able to secure one of the items for free. Here both players now very close to each other, and Vigor even manages to get one shot in and should be able to grab the Mega. Even manages to dodge that rail from Agent with some different movement than what you would expect in there. And a very sneaky angle from Agent, just dealing some great damage, completely decimating Vigor's stack. And another great pincer shot, and yet another one just finishes off the frag. Very beautiful shots from Agent.
How do you do that? Seriously. I do have to say also, like the previous semifinals we've had in these previous tournament series, where they have been very, very close in terms of frags and even the stack advantage and so on. But here, Agent's just making completely owning the first semifinal for himself at least, and this is probably the first one we haven't seen to be very tied, very even.
Yeah.
And another one.
What happened before that? Agent left the red open for grab, so that they set up a trap and they managed to just destroy the stack, all the stack and everything that Vigor had. And later on, they managed to pick up the frag and pick up yet another frag right after that. And right after that, once again, Agent just completely controlling the map now. Vigor with no stack at all, just trying to secure the blue, but Agent there with the pincer shot, securing again one more frag. Should be able to grab the Mega and should be able to be in time for the red as well. Now again in a completely dominating stack, Vigor dealing some great damage with that rocket, destroying 100 of the stack from Agent. And completely destroys the armor of Agent. Agent now on 120 stack. But those shots from Agent, 95 pincer damage. Now Agent is not in the best position right now, and Vigor is able to steal the... Actually no, Vigor wasn't able to steal the red and dies on the red instead. And now Agent can just chase down for the kill because Vigor barely has any stack and there are no more items on the map. Agent misses the next rail shot, but should still be able to secure the frag right now. Good game. 2-0 for Agent.
Yeah, that was complete obliteration by Agent there. Finally, a sort of a semi-final, which hasn't been like very, very even or close in terms of the frags and the situation for both players. Agent completely obliterated that first semi-final against Vigor there. That was a very good best of 3 there. I believe Agent won both games with Vigor being only at 0 score. He did get one frag on Rhea, but still managed to do a complete 0 game against Vigor there on the second map. I believe that's also L in the chat is just saying, make it stop, he's already dead.
Yeah. At the same time, Baxin and Dazator are currently fighting for the other semi-final, and the winner of that is gonna be on the finals against Agent.
Yeah. I don't know if either Dazator or Baxin are streaming or anything, or if
they have already started.
Oh, they've already started their match. Okay. Are we able to still connect to their match, or let's see?
Oh, let's try.
Oh, I'm in the lobby at least. There we go.
No, I don't think that we can join the match. I think that they're playing currently
Name it.
because it was 13 minutes ago that they posted them. They got their maps
Oh,
and
I
they
see.
started everything. And I believe maybe we could join for the next map, but yeah.
Yeah, maybe if we could do that, that probably would be all right. The thing is, I believe they have to restart the lobby for that, but I
Yeah.
think that's okay. Yeah. But
But
I think we'll be having a short break here. We'll either be watching Backstein versus Deathatour's second map, then if they're already playing their first map, or even if they're already in their second map. I don't know. Then we'll just see if they're done. Then we're just completely gonna go to the
no,
grand finals.
the match history shows that they still haven't finished the first map. So
Oh, I'm not sure. Depending how long the freaking first game is, or like how much there is left, maybe we don't have to go to a break. We'll just see. But like Deathmatch TV is streaming their game.
mm-hmm.
And how long have they been playing that?
We should probably ask them to reset the lobby for the next game.
Yeah. It's golden frag for Desator, it seems. Backstein is... there we go. They finally... just when I was saying that they were still playing their match, and now they're actually done. Yeah, I'm going to actually ask in the lobby if they can actually...
Mm-hmm.
That was Bioplant, yeah. That was... I believe Desator's win. Yeah. Hopefully they can actually see my message there in the lobby. I mean, they should be able to, but yeah. Desator. It was barely 11-6 on Golden Frag, and that was... I only saw like the last 10 seconds of it, but it seemed Desator just was on a very dominant stack at the very end there. Just have yet to see... I don't know. They actually started their game. So I guess we'll be going on a short break here. If Backstein manages to get the second map for himself, we'll probably be watching the decider between Desator and Backstein. And if instead Desator wins the best of three for himself 2-0, then we will be going into the grand finals, because that's where Desator will meet Agent then after his possible win. We'll just have yet to see. But right now we'll go on a short break. We'll either return with the last decider map of the second semifinal or with the grand final. So see you in a moment.
look in my eyes, tell me what you don't know. Hey now, put up a fight, I know how I won't let go. Hands out to the sky, we reach for tomorrow. Break down, look at your life, why you wanna be known. Head down, look in my eyes, tell me what you don't know. Hey now, put up a fight, I know how I won't let go. Hands out to the sky, we reach for tomorrow. No, we don't wanna die, we'd rather be alone. Are you the animal, cannibalistic missile, crashing all around? Are you the animal? Do you remember out on a limb you listen quiet all around? Are you the animal? I'm not afraid of you. I feel we're ready to die. But time is on my side. Feel it going inside me, but you'll never find me. I need my heart to make me whole. Hands out to the sky, we reach for tomorrow. No, we don't wanna die, we'd rather be alone.
Moving down to LA, to the land of opportunity. My grandma thinks I'm crazy for giving Hollywood a piece of me. I'm holding my head high, act like the world's mine. I didn't come for nothing, and all I know is I can't let them see. I got no idea what I'm doing. Take it all till I make it all the way. I've been winning, I've been losing, but you're never gonna read my poker face. Take it all till I make it. Take it all
we on? I can't hear anything from Al, but okay.
We are
Okay.
on.
Okay, there we go. Welcome back, everybody. We are about to finish the eggwp Duel Series number 6 for this week with the grand final between Agent and Desertor, finally. So,
They start with the picks and bans already. Agent banned
Yeah.
Overgrowth, Dazator banned Amberfoe, and then Dazator. Actually, Agent first pick was Kazbak, and Dazator first pick was Bioplant, and then the last picks were Raya from Agent and Monolith from Dazator. So we're
and
gonna
I
start
do
with
have to address this is a best of 5 game instead
yeah,
for the grand finals, and
and the tiebreaker is gonna be Skybreak. So
Yeah.
that's how we're gonna be playing now.
yeah, so the first 3 maps at least will be Casbah, Bio, and Rhea, and the first tiebreaker will be Monolith. The second tiebreaker will be Skybreak.
Yeah, I didn't
Yes,
realize.
we are. Me neither. Desertor was the host, so we were already in the game lobby. We didn't need to switch to a new one. But both players have been doing very, very well in this tournament, especially Agent, who at least in the round 2 where he started, went in his best of 1 game at 13 to -1 against Oscar. Even though Oscar hasn't been like a high ranked player, still against Nico in the next game, 2-0 in his best of 3 in the first quarterfinal, and then in the first semifinal we saw him completely devastate Vigor there. Both maps being 0 score for Vigor, even though he did get a frag on Rhea in the first map, he still ended up being on 0 score. And Desertor, in the meantime, he clumbed his way from the round 2 against Katos, 15-1, and then won his best of 3, 2-0 again versus Kenza, and then 2-0 against Backstein, which was just streamed by Deathmatch TV. We were just patiently watching how that game would go. We were optionally going to stream the third game if there was going to be one, but Desertor very well just played against Backstein there. Backstein did put some opposition there, but sadly now he is out of the tournament. He did play very well against Desertor. But I don't know what my predictions would be. Agent played very, very one-sided games, and Desertor still managed to dominate the stack advantage on the map and everything against all of his opponents.
Desertor has been playing amazingly this tournament. Agent is still obviously considered the best player in Diabotical, but we'll see how this match will go. Agent can definitely lose matches. I've seen it happen, but I don't know if it will happen in a tournament.
Yeah, well, if Agent wins this, it will be his 5th win in a row in our series. He's been winning these cups ever since Series 2.
Ever since they joined.
Basically, ever since they joined, they didn't even join the first tourney, but the second one they just thought, oh, I'll give it a try, and he's won every single one of them ever since. And since the prize pool has always been 50 euros and winner takes all, he's won 200 euros in total out of that in a row as well. And if this is gonna be his win once again, it's gonna be another 50 euros in that pot he has.
So we're gonna start on Agent's map, and
Yep.
I assume it would be good to start following Agent from the start, see how they played out.
Desertor is asking if the stream's also ready. We are ready. As long as the players are... Yeah. So we start from Agent.
Agent
Not even going for the Mega just yet. Blue Armor, Rocket, Pincer. And Desertor has both pickups right now. Agent just tries to go for a very sneaky damage
and here it
approach
happens.
here.
Agent doesn't want to go for the Mega right away because they probably want to get healed up, and so any damage that they take, they don't want it to be on the health advantage that they have. But actually, Agent just backed away from the Mega and gave it up to Dazzler as well. So their risky play didn't really pay off.
But I can definitely see like Agent's strategy here. He's first trying to see what sort of strategy his opponent is doing, and here we can
Agent will
see
now have
he's
to-
completely like going for the weapons first, which is good. And we already saw Desator pick both major items, but he only, I believe, only had the pins, not the pins, but the shaft there and the machine gun. As we saw, he was just like completely machine gunning Agent there during the first fight.
So Agent waiting for some damage and to hear the item pickup, but the thing is that Dazzler didn't even need to pick up the item except to deny from Agent this position. But Agent was able to get the better position in there and manages to secure the Mega and ends up being better for them. So now Agent leading, but that nade from Dazzler and then that shaft from Agent Dazzler with a very dangerous play to drop down. And now Agent again leading, but again Dazzler just going. This match is going back and forth already with the damage, and both players super low. Just constantly trading, and Dazzler secures the kill. First kill for Dazzler.
Less than, I don't know, 20 HP perhaps, and he even takes some machine gun damage from Agent, but barely stays alive. Well, the health pickup and then the red there, and Agent will instead pick up the Mega from the other side of the arena.
Yeah, very beautiful first engagement from both players. Now Dazzler looking for that angle on the blue, knowing that Agent will go for the blue, and they get the angle and manage to completely destroy the armor that they got from the blue with that pincer shot. Should be able to even grab the red here, and would go to get some to get the frag first, and then would grab the red, getting the full 100 stack from the red. But slows down a bit, and this may cost them the Mega, but actually Agent was too afraid to go for the Mega and misses the shot there. And Dazzler now trying to get like the rocket jump or something to just take Agent down, take them out while they're not aware. Now going for the other blue, Agent manages to get a nice pincer rail to stop them from running the blue, and now they're gonna be fighting for the red. Agent getting some great spam damage with the rockets. And now Dazzler using that rocket jump to punish Agent for going for the blue and gets the frag. Great play from Dazzler.
Yeah, Agent was almost completely cornered there, picking up the blue, and that was no good for him. But on spawn, he does pick up the Mega there, and Desator not much on a stack right after Agent, just still a hell of a lot of damage on him. Almost hitting that grenade. Desator trying to apprehend the red there, dealing mediocre damage with the pincer there. I don't know if he actually hit that splash with the rocket.
Dazzler getting some, lost both major items, but gets some very nice damage in because of that. Both players are still pretty equal in stack. Agent a little bit better, but those pincer shots are just decimating Agent there. Dazzler could now drop down to grab the Mega, and both players are likely to trade the items right now, and they do. So now both players in an equal stack, Dazzler having the health advantage. Both players can still benefit from blues, and Agent will pick up a blue and Dazzler will pick up a blue, and now both players again in an equal stack. So next major item is gonna be the red. It's gonna be more important from Dazzler, but now that pincer shot on Agent, and Agent is just backing away. Dazzler barely misses that next rail shot when dropping down, and Dazzler now in a much better position to push down Agent, and despite that slow weeble, they can just push down, get the frag, and get the Mega with the stack advantage that they had. Very good play from Dazzler right here, and even on Agent's map pick, impressive play.
Yeah, very much so. 4-0 in frags, and Agent having no idea when Meg actually spawned there. Just Desator had his very good moment there, just getting his 4th frag, but now he's actually given up red for Agent. He's still having a very good weapon stack, but as far as the health stack goes, it's completely gone. First frag for Agent.
In the last engagement, both players were basically equal at the start, but Agent was able to secure some nice damage, and because of that was able to secure the red as well.
Oh no!
Oh, Dazzler catching Agent off guard with the AOG and manages to secure the frag. Just a very, very sneaky and strong play from Dazzler, and Agent barely misses that rail shot. So Dazzler back in control. If they manage to get to heal back to full HP, they will have a very nice advantage. And here they're very close to the 50 health
Oh,
bubble.
not again.
And catches Agent off guard, strafe jumping. And now looking for some, trying to finish off the frag, and Agent is forced to grab the Mega before healing up to 100, so they'll just use the Mega to heal up instead of having a major item advantage. Now Dazzler setting up a trap, but Agent is too smart to fall for it, and Dazzler will be able to grab the blue at least. Having a little bit of an advantage over Agent right now. 100 stack. And should be able to secure a red as well now. And maybe even get to a position on the Mega. Very nice direct rocket from Dazzler. Now chases down Agent,
Wow.
secures the frag, and secures the Mega. And we should probably switch to Agent right now.
Yeah.
See how they're playing it out. So yeah, Agent in a very unfortunate position now. Dazzler just controls the items very well. Would grab the red now. Even delay it a little bit to create more of a timing delay between the items, as well as screw with Agent's position. Agent knowledge of the item, but Agent was close enough to hear the item pickup. Agent securing a blue of themselves, and now would not try to go for the Mega, knowing that Dazzler is there already prepared. And Dazzler is now trying to get a position on the Mega because there is only gonna be one blue spawning. And Dazzler with a very good shot now, trying to catch Agent, going for that blue right now, doing some damage and then returning for the red, creating a natural delay between the items. Very good play from Dazzler once again. Dazzler playing extremely smart right now, and Agent
Wow.
getting some really nice trap there. But Dazzler still, with their health and stack advantage, they were able to get some damage on their own there, and even a pincer shot, putting Agent in a very disadvantageous position. Agent should be looking to heal up right now, but it's really hard to do anything, especially with the fear Dazzler could be right there around the corner. And Dazzler again delaying, creating a delay between the items. Both players missing their pincer shots.
Compared to like the previous series in the grand final, at least, Desertor at least has been the definitive player who's actually posed a massive challenge to Agent. We can already see that here is at 7-1 lead in the first map already, and this was Agent's pick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Agent does manage to hit that pincer shot, but at the same time Dazzler will have a red to fall back onto, and another amazing shot from Dazzler.
And Agent is every single time forced to fall back from picking up any major pickup here, and inside 10 seconds the Mega will spawn. Desertor sneaking his way onto the upper pillars.
Yeah, trying to set up some kind of a trap there. And now both players very close together. To each other. Oh! Dazzler jumping and Agent floating Dazzler, but doesn't actually lead to some huge damage. And Agent left the Mega and probably didn't knew the timing. And Dazzler was able to grab both of them now. And some nice damage from Dazzler there. Rocket jumping, but at the same time also dealing great damage to Agent as well. Agent now trying to defend for the red. Both players very low currently. Dazzler one pincer away from dying, and the spam rocket from Agent. Dazzler manages to grab the red, but at the same time it costs them a frag. But they could afford it. They would lose the weapon advantage, but Agent would now again have to play from behind, because Dazzler will secure that Mega, and Dazzler playing extremely aggressively. And now both players again very low, and here Dazzler finishes the map. So first map goes to Dazzler.
I can't believe it, actually. There's like,
and Agent was struggling a lot with this.
Very much. That was completely like in control by Desertor there. That was, I was actually not gonna believe that was also Agent map pick, and I was actually gonna believe that Agent, like the previous grand finals, would just quickly learn the opponent's strategy and just like cope with it, and even completely eliminate the opponent's strategy.
Yeah, Dazzler now is in a very good spot to just break Agent's streak in this tournament.
And now it's his map. It will be the second map, which is Bioplant. As long as both players are actually ready. We are ready to start the second map, and this time it is Desertor's pick. Agent is trailing by 1 map. He needs to win 3 more actually.
And here Agent with their aggressive playstyle right off the bat, trying to deal some damage with the shaft, and they did. So now they'll be in this map. It is very dangerous because if you get the red spawn, your opponent is likely to get both blues, and it's really hard to play from there. But Agent is just securing the LG, not giving it to Dazzler easily, at least for that fight. And here again preventing the LG pickup and even getting the frag. And
very
here,
risky.
they could get even an frag, but they were on 1 HP.
1 HP.
This whole engagement.
Probably
And now,
both players on 1 HP, yeah.
now Dazzler should be able to grab the Mega. So Agent now in a very bad spot. But Agent is able to get to the red before Dazzler. Dazzler may still be able to get some great damage in here. And Agent trying to catch Dazzler off guard, but instead Dazzler manages to catch Agent off guard. And this is now gonna be very dangerous, and Agent knows to rush immediately, because in this map it is extremely hard to play out of control. So you have to just rush in, even if you're gonna lose a frag. You have to deal that damage to prevent your opponent from just destroying you with the stack advantage. And because of that, Agent was then able to just slow down Dazzler there and pick up the red because of that. So both players again very low. They just constantly trading damage. Neither of the player in a very good position. Dazzler definitely much better in stack right now. And with that shot, Agent should be just avoiding. And Agent actually going for the red right now. And manages to get 2 great rockets in the smoke. The smoke really nullifying the strength of Dazzler shaft. And great rockets from Agent once again. Manages to dodge those shotgun shots from Dazzler, and we actually seeing Agent doing very well early on in this map, despite it being Dazzler's pick.
Yeah, very much so. Just want to talk about that smoke kill. Dazzler had no freaking vision there with a shaft, and Agent just very much securely took that frag. He's again very close, and indeed very much securing that 4th frag for him.
And now no items on the map, and Agent having all the weapons.
Yeah,
we'll be just trying to look for Dazzler, and Dazzler just hiding underground next to the red, just listening for pickups, and we'll be able to hear the Mega pickup, and we'll have timing on it, and we'll pick up the red. But that rocket from Agent putting them in the line, and Agent even hears the spawn on Dazzler, and maybe we'll be able to do something about it. But actually Dazzler was able to get some spam damage instead. So Dazzler now even grabs the pincer on the way, so he's managed to even get some great damage on Agent. Agent now 1 pincer away, and Dazzler finishes Agent with a rocket. What a play from Dazzler, getting the stack back together, and now we'll be able to even deal some good damage on Agent. Will be able to grab the Mega, but this could be costing them a frag. But what a direct rocket from Agent. Dazzler very impatient there, and it's a direct rocket, but still manages to secure the frag. Would be able to heal up back to full HP and grab the blues, and would be late for the red. Sadly, wouldn't even have the timing on the red now. Agent will be trying to secure some weapons now.
Some great defensive damage by Agent there. Because like now again Mega's coming up, but in the previous Meg, I'm quite surprised he was hitting those rockets so well. Dazzler was so close getting his 4th frag there, but now he's again picked it up. Dazzler has to fall back for a blue, for another sort of restocking on the pincer, another blue there.
And now Agent in control. Dazzler still in a very good position with the maximum stack that they could have without any major items. And now trying to secure a trap on Agent for the pincer, because Agent didn't have the pincer, or at least it was very low on ammo. And a very good shot from Agent there. And now
the rocket,
both players,
but the pincer did hit,
And now both players will be trading the major items. Good rocket spam from Agent there. Now Dazzler just waiting for Agent to use the teleport, but instead Agent is going for the other blue, and nice shot from Dazzler. Agent doesn't manage to get any damage back, and now both players will be setting up for the next major item, which is red. Agent using that slow weevil to prevent Dazzler from pushing in, and Agent was on the lower stack, but Dazzler just wasn't in the position to push in on the red in there. And now Agent is in a better position for that Mega once again, both in stack and in position as well. Very good rail from Dazzador, manages to hit it without getting any return damage from Agent. And Agent should be able to grab the red as well. Dazzador should be able to hear it, trying to deal some exit damage in there. Just looking from where Agent is gonna pop out of and just trying to get just a little bit of chip damage. But now Agent is very close, could potentially chase now, and Agent will back away now. But Agent is still defending those blues and will be on the Mega right now. Will be able to grab the Mega. Dazzler hits the rail shot before the Mega, so Agent isn't going to get much damage on their health from that.
Well, that is what I call a lot of damage indeed.
Yeah. And Dazzler just
7
manages to
HP.
survive, and now jukes Agent and would be able to grab some of the health packs, barely surviving. Very sneaky play from Dazzler.
It's just way too early on Mega this time. I mean, Agent is on red, but at the
Dazzler
same
would
time,
still
he is
be
fast
able
enough.
to-
Ooh,
And
still
Dazzler was
barely
able
getting
to
the Mega.
steal the Mega.
Oh, what a rocket, though.
They would lose the frag, but at least Agent wouldn't have that massive stack advantage now with the Mega.
He also needed to sort of do self-damage for that armor. Desator spawning right next to the second blue there. Dealing moderate damage on Agent. This time he's actually falling back for the red. Desator in desperate need for some more armor here.
Yeah, and Dazzler is still in a very good position right now because they have all the weapons, so they can do some very good damage with that. And some nice plasma from Agent, dealing some great damage on Dazzler. Dazzler should be able to heal it off, though there isn't a lot of health pickups all around right now, and Agent manages to secure the frag in the end. Should be able to even get to a position on the red. Dazzler smartly avoids staying in there, and instead tries to secure some blue, but there are no blues on the map, so Agent could now just rush down Dazzler if they just find him. And a great rail from Agent, and now just chasing down Dazzler, trying to secure the frag, and actually decided to just back off, secure the Mega instead, and would now go for the red. And would leave the red behind, would try to find Dazzler and deal some damage before that. And here they would grab the frag, and now they will be able to grab the red and also create the sync between the items. Great play from Agent.
Yeah, great choice to leave the red there. He knew Desator was just looking for some smaller pickups, and he knew that Desator was just thinking that, oh, well, Agent's controlling the red himself all the time. I just might as well go for blues. And he decided to give a break for it, and again, get a frag here.
Agent was able to get the frag, but at the same time Dazzler was able to get some nice damage, and because of that they are now gonna be trading the major items. So Dazzler now in a good position. They only need to secure the pincer now, and Agent will be looking to deny the pincer, and here goes one pincer shot, maybe even another now. Yeah, and here the spam rocket, knowing that Dazzler would want the pincer and just trying to chase them down, get the frag now. And here comes the frag, and Dazzler doesn't get the red spawn, and because of that Agent will be able to get the red uncontested, at least at the beginning. And then Dazzler chases down, gets the frag, and would probably be trying to rush for the Mega now, but Agent will be first on the Mega, and Agent manages to secure the frag and secures the next game. Both players trading maps and trading the maps that they pick themselves, so 1-1 now. Great play from both players once again.
Very good job by Agent taking that pick by Desator. When Desator actually took his pick, he was very, very dominant on Bioplan. But this time it will be Araya, again, Agent's pick. And it is 1-1 in the maps, so we will be seeing one map after this at least. And the one map afterwards, Araya will be Monolith. Since it is Agent's pick, I'm going to start from Agent as well.
Yeah. Agent picks up the blue and goes for the rail. After that, gets a nice rail shot. Dazzler isn't able to get the rocket shot. So now...
Yeah, Desertor's very aggressive push just only
And-
causing damage. And
Not
nothing
only
else.
that, but Dazzler also didn't manage to get any blues. Agent got both
Oh,
of them, so
no.
now Agent is in a very good position to secure that red. And here Dazzler is just going for the other blue that Agent spawned with at the start of the match to just get some stack. And now Agent will rush down, try to get some damage. Both players missing their pincer shots, and Agent would be in a good position now to secure the Mega. Dazzler will hear the Mega pickup and will secure another blue for themselves. And now they're on the maximum stack that they can have without a major item. And here Agent pushes in, manages to grab the red, deals some damage to Dazzler. And ooh, what a nice spam rocket from Agent there. Both players trading rails, but Agent manages to get one more rail in, and now Dazzler in a very bad position, and a great rail is preventing Dazzler from grabbing that blue armor right there.
Really knows where his opponent is going every single time. Now he's again for the red here. Desertor, they are trading major pickups this time, but yeah, Agent's still on a very dominant stack right now. That's the third rail in a row. He's got pretty good damage with, accuracy with a pincer as well. 66% and complete domination with those rockets in the corner on Desertor.
Agent very smart on that blue armor. Agent cannot get that blue armor, but he knows that Dazzler doesn't have a full armor stack and would like to get a bit more stack, and this is why they set up their trap and getting the frag as well. And Agent now chasing down Dazzler a bit, and Dazzler with a very nice rail shot, and tries to get for another rail shot, but at least they force Agent to use a rocket jump to get off the Mega there. And Dazzler with some great rockets, and both players trade, and because of that trade, Dazzler would actually spawn close to the red now, and would be in a much better spot. Would be able to grab both the LG and the rocket. Agent had the pincer, and because of that he's able to get some nice damage, and now Dazzler is trying to secure the pincer before the next Mega. But Agent is already on the Mega prepared and would grab the Mega, and would even be able to rush down for the red and get some good damage as well on the way. So now Agent in a very good control, and would rush down and secure and try to secure the kill. Misses that pinch shot, now jumps down and finally secures the kill, but Dazzler was able to get some very nice damage there, and because of that, Agent is back at 100 health with no armor before they picked up that blue. And nice swivel usage from Agent to get very fast to that red armor without Dazzler being able to push them away with the LG. And Dazzler is able to now grab the Mega, but Agent, because they have the LG, they were able to just completely decimate the whole stack that Dazzler got from that Mega. And now red will be spawning. Dazzler is in a better position to grab the red, even get some nice damage on Agent, but they chase Agent, and because of that, Agent is able to land a great direct rocket as defensive damage, and then finishes off the frag with a pincer shot.
Yeah, Desertor, he is dealing damage on Agent even if he has complete domination on the major pickups, but Agent is basically resilient on just pushing forwards against Desertor, even with that low health he may get out of Desertor's damage. So he just seriously needs to deal more and more damage all the time, and now he actually has picked up the red. Great rocket into a fourth pincer in a row, and another rocket to finish Desertor off right after that red pickup.
Yeah, there was a slight
spawn.
Oh, there was a slight mistiming on Agent part, which is why Dazzler was able to pick up that red there. But after that, Dazzler was trying to deal some additional defensive damage, and Agent was able to predict that and get the frag, and then even secures yet another frag. Now both players trading the major items. Dazzler in a slightly actually both players in a very equal spot now, trading shots. Dazzler could now very well secure a frag, and yes, Dazzler do secure a frag now. Would now position themselves for the red, which is the next item that will be coming up. Tries to deal some damage in case that Agent is going for the pincer very early on, and now Agent will secure a pincer when Dazzler is getting themselves the red. and Dazzler will now be rushing for the Mega. Very strong rocket, 92 damage, and will be able to secure the frag and the Mega.
Yeah, that jump completely betrayed Agent there, and Desertor was able to get a very, very heavy splash damage rocket on him, and
And
third
now
frag.
Dazzler would also delay the item a little bit, looking for some pincer shots, but
Damn.
instead Agents finds a pincer shot of their own. So both players will be fighting for the next Mega now, and Agent actually manages to get the drop on Dazzler, getting some great damage there. So now both players are trying to get into a position for the Mega, and Agent was able to pick the Mega uncontested without taking any damage. Dazzler probably not knowing the timing and wasn't able to get some good damage, or even wasn't aware of Agent's position at that point, and Agent is able to find Dazzler and just secures yet another frag. Now Agent is in a very strong position stack-wise. Dazzler will be able to grab one of the blues, but is still with a heavy weapon disadvantage. Still has the LG to push Agent away from the red and deal some very nice damage, and Agent wasn't able to hit a pincer shot there. So both players will trade the major items now. Dazzler getting some damage done on them from Agent for that jump pad that they just took. Agent, because of that, Agent is now back in full control. And here Agent is very happy about that.
Yep. He so seems to be. But Desertor, like, this is Rhea, and Desertor just completely dominated the control on Rhea against Baxty, but Agent seems to be a real opposing force against him. You can already see that is a 6 frag difference here, and just 2 minutes until
And
golden frag, maybe even less if Agent just keeps on this domination, which he does with those pickups at least.
And now
Still-
Agent goes for
go.
that additional damage and also to delay the red, so they could use the red for even more damage.
Oh,
And
no.
now very nice, very fast fight, and Agent decided to chase in the end, but the defensive rockets from Dazzler were able to just whittle out a stack of Agent away, and because of that, Agent's decision to chase become a very grim decision for them. And now Dazzler will be able to secure the Mega and even the red.
Oh,
Agent wasn't in a good position to secure the red after that. And now Dazzler is chasing, being able to deal some very nice damage and maybe even secure the frag right now. Needs just one last point of
5
damage and they
HP.
get it. And because of that, Agent was able to get some great damage. So now Dazzler is in a very bad position. Agent with the better stack right now. And Dazzler just dealing some damage on the red, and would try to secure the Mega for themselves, but Agent with the rocket jump is able to get there first. Dazzler still manages to get approximately 100 damage on both major items, so still some great damage from Dazzler.
he's very low on HP right now. He's still desperate for some health, but he has picked up the blue.
Smartly using that smoke there to prevent any rail shots, and then even picks up the slow weevil. Now both players sneaking around, trying to find where the opponent is. And Dazzler will be looking for some exit damage on the Mega, and they get the exit damage. Very good play from Dazzler there.
A very good timing, especially with the pickup, but 17 HP after that shaft fight, and he has to really fall back for some desperate stack right now.
And Agent didn't manage to actually catch Dazzler there because of that. Dazzler was able to heal up and even grab a blue from that engagement. And now, what a shot from Dazzler. Agent will be able to secure that frag, but still that damage from Dazzler completely decimates Agent's stack. And because of that, Dazzler could even secure a frag potentially now, but that chase was a little bit too much, and Agent was able to get those defensive rockets.
Yeah,
just finish
Desertor
out, and
slightly too ambitious there, and even they're just like getting too much damage from the rocket there. But Desertor's machine gun is just certainly not enough. It probably even deals the same amount of damage as the shaft per attack.
At the same time, Dazzler was still able to grab the red after they respawned, so they weren't that bad stack-wise. But now with those shots from Agent is now in the lead, both frag-wise and stack-wise. And Dazzler would actually be able to grab the Mega using that nice smoke there to prevent Agent from using a shaft or a pincer to push them off their jump. Now Agent would be able to again prevent Dazzler from grabbing that red, and what a nice rail shot from Agent as well. Now Dazzler playing with just one blue armor, getting a very nice rail shot. Both players now trading rails, and Dazzler actually hits all of their rails.
Wow.
Completely destroys Agents in this position and gets the frag. Now Dazzler is out of position for the Mega, so Agent will be able to grab it, but Dazzler will be in a better position to grab the red now. So players trading the items now. Agent already has the pincer, and Dazzler trying to get some nice shots here. Both players trading one pincer shot. Dazzler will now fall back to grab blue armor and the Mega. Not the Mega, the 50 health bubble. And Agent now on a position to grab the red, but Dazzler using those stairs to dodge those direct rockets, and because of that, Agent actually didn't have the shaft there, and because of that, Dazzler was able to get a lot more damage in from that position. It's really hard to hit any rocket there because there isn't any splash that you could use when on the stairs, and that nice pincer shots drops Agent down onto the platform, and because of that, Dazzler is able to secure that frag with two nice pincer shots. And now Dazzler is unaware of Mega's timing, and it's way too early on it.
Oh, he's so early.
Agent is now gonna be dealing some very nice damage with the rockets there. Dazzler looking for that pincer shot, and would eventually have to fall back at least a little bit. And because of that, Agent jumps on the jump pad and takes huge damage, and that rocket from Dazzler finishes Agent off. Agent would be able to grab now a red and even a blue with the LG as well. But they still don't have that pincer, so Dazzler will be defending the pincer now.
Yeah, Dazzler is making a serious comeback here. He has the other major at least controlled.
And now they need one shot to finish off
He's just
Agent.
so patient with his pincer. He just was... Agent was on his crosshairs for quite some time. Agent now picking up the red there. Damn.
Very unfortunate for Dazzler, but Dazzler would still be able to pick up the Mega. They were in a better position to rush for it. But Agent now actually doesn't commit to the fight. Goes for the rocket jump, and Dazzler actually gets a very strong round there and even gets the frag. What a strong play from Dazzler. And now Dazzler should be able to, again, at least contest the red, do some very good damage with the shaft. But they ran out of shaft ammo, which is very dangerous from them. And they won't even pick it up. So
how long have we been in golden frag? Probably like 3 minutes or even over that much. Because Agent has been desperate getting that last frag against Dazzler, because he's been dominating the pickups a little bit himself as well, and now he's only 2 frags away from just scoring.
And Agent still doesn't have a pincer, so we'll try to get a pincer now. And this is
he's going for the chase.
Dazzler very low on HP now. Would be able to heal some of it back right now, but still in a very bad spot. Agent will be able to secure most of the next items, but they're still synced up. So if Dazzler is able to survive that, they will be able to secure at least one of the enemies. But Agent read them right, and Dazzler didn't. And because of that, Agent grabs the golden frag there.
Yeah, that was one hell of an even match there. Dazzler getting some very, very good comeback frags there, but just wasn't barely able to tie it up. And instead it will be Agent winning that 12-9 on golden frag. My goodness.
Yeah, and now 2-1 match point for Agent. Agent need just one more win to win this tournament, and Dazzler would need 2 more.
Yeah.
And now we will be playing on
Monolith.
I believe that now we're actually playing on Dazzler's map, so Dazzler does have would have a little bit of an advantage. So
starting on Dazzler myself. Yeah.
So yeah.
Starting on Dazzler myself, Dazzler actually just got the blues, I believe. No, one red and one blue, and then has picked up a shaft and a rocket for himself. They haven't even dealt any damage to themselves, I believe.
Both players just evenly trading out the items.
Agent what rockets!
Yeah, Agent also doesn't have the shaft right now, so Dazzler with some sort of an advantage with the weapons and some very nice defensive shots from Dazzler, and Agent was still able to grab the Mega right now, and Dazzler misses the gem. Very unfortunate for Dazzler, and Agent is able to secure the frag because of that. And now, what a great defensive rocket from Agent, just finishes off Dazzler's rush immediately and grabs the red. And now Dazzler is gonna be playing from behind, very dangerous for them. So let's switch to Dazzler and see how they're doing.
So
yeah.
he seems to be camping the doorways here. Checking both. Oh, barely failing that jump over there to the second platform. He's getting pincered by Agent, and Agent will actually pick up the Mega.
Yeah. And what a air rocket from Agent, just floating Dazzler. Yeah, and Dazzler lost a lot in there. They didn't have the stack, but they had all the weapons, and right now they have practically none. And Agent will be able to go for the chase now. But Dazzler with very nice defensive rockets there, and Agent decided to just back away. So both items are now very close together, and Agent will be going for the red, and Dazzler would grab the Mega in the meantime. And again, both players with all the weapons. Now, Agent is trying to secure a trap here, and it works out because he knew that Dazzler will be going for that blue. And in the end, a very close fight, but Agent was able to secure the kill because of that surprise advantage.
And that was a very close attempt of a mutual frag there by Dazator as well, but Agent barely dodging that rocket and even the splash. So Dazator was hoping to even get a mutual, but still didn't. But he frags Agent in the end. Oh, very good pincer. Tries to go for the Mega. It's very, very risky here. He's slightly cornered.
Yeah, and now
Agent misses the rockets at the pincer.
Grabs.
But from the other side.
And now Dazzler could secure the kill now.
Yeah.
Completely had Agent trapped off in there. And Agent with a very nice pincer shot there. And another one. And another one. Agent just destroyed Dazzler from a very disadvantaged position for an Agent, and Agent now misses the jump to red. Very unfortunate for Agent, but
how do you do this?
Completely destroying Dazzler with those pincer shots now. Both players now trading the major items, and what a nice direct rocket from Agent, and secures yet another frag, and now Dazzler in a very, very bad position. And
just
Dazzler
no mercy. He gives up. Dazator taps out. That was no mercy whatsoever.
And Agent just secures 3-1. They're winning the tournament.
For the 5th time in a row. We did see some very good opposition on the first map by Dazator, but he put one hell of a pressure already in this 4th map.
Yeah.
Damn, that was completely no mercy. Agent really wanted that win. Who can blame him? That was fantastic. And congratulations to Agent once again. That was a very quick finish on the 4th map.
Well-deserved victory against a very strong opponent as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it was very much a finish him moment. You can agree about that. I'll be damned. Yeah, congratulations to Agent once again winning a 50 euros in the prize pool. That's a total of 250 euros. And how does he do that? He joined here. I'm just gonna win a hell of a tournament in a row here.
Yeah,
he's won himself a whole freaking pension right now. I'll be damned.
And they're also continuing this streak. So they will be the one to beat again for the next tournament.
Very much so. This will be even more interesting. Who will actually break Agent's streak, or how long he will actually continue it. We just do not know. That was magnificent. And I was actually gonna say that people were gonna bet for Agent, and that was gonna be the winner. So congratulations to Agent, and thank you so much for everybody who participated in this tournament. Once again, we had so many players here, and we're all very thankful and grateful for that. We saw some very, very great and frantic action from all the way from round 1 to the grand final. This was once again a hell of a pleasure to be commentated here in the Tim Conline channel as well. So any last words, Capola Crow, before we just end it out here?
I don't have much to say. The tournament,
Yeah.
the tournament was talking for itself. Those finals were very good.
Yeah. Next week, depending if Agent joins, he ought to join because he ought to continue his streak. But if he does join, I should say when he joins, we actually have to see if somebody is eager enough to break his streak. So see you next week once again with the eggwp Duel Series number 7. And the signups will be open immediately after this stream has ended. So otherwise, it is bon voyage. Best of luck to your future endeavors. Thank you all so much for participating and watching. Goodbye for now.